This is a video on upgrading Chaincode on DL Fabric Gateway. This is the 10th and final section in the user guide. If we wish to make changes to the Chaincode after instantiating it, we can accomplish this by upgrading the Chaincode. All compiled versions of the Chaincode are unique and can be distinguished from one another, so you can still view older transactions issued on older versions of the Chaincode. But this new version will now act as the instantiated version, or the working copy. This property doesn't change the channel name or the code name. It just adds a version each time a Chaincode is recompiled or upgraded. Upgrading requires the repetition of the steps covered in step 6, which we'll navigate to now. Except in this case, what we'll do is we'll replace this code with the updated code, and we'll replace this version with a new version. Let's go ahead and do this right now, except what we'll do is call this install Chaincode function, and we're going to call this v3. And we've successfully installed the Chaincode. And now what we're going to do is we're going to call this upgrade Chaincode API with v3 in here. We're going to use the init ledger function. This could be, again, any function. We could call this whatever we want, but this is the function that will be called when we upgrade. Any arguments as before, and the channel name. So let's go ahead and hit enter. So we've successfully upgraded the Chaincode. Okay, so one last thing to talk about is going back to section 8. When we're invoking Chaincode, we don't actually pass in a version number. So this API call, invoke Chaincode, will always refer to the latest, most up-to-date Chaincode. However, any transactions that were previously issued on this channel using this Chaincode will have a reference to the previous version. So if you ran a transaction on version 1, it will show you that it was run in version 1. This way you always have the most information about the sequence of events that occurred.